It's 5:45. We're going to call it 6 p.m. Saturday. I just finished my last meal. Boom. All right, bros, what's up? It's 7:30, Sunday, May 18th. I'm right at 25 hours fasted. The reason why I haven't streamed or anything is there's something not going on right. I don't know what it is, but my stomach is really distended. And there's bloated, and that's not something like I don't deal with bloat or it just feels like there's a bunch of gas and pressure. Well, I mean, I don't feel I could tell. And there's just my stomach is very distended. There's a lot of pressure going on. And I don't know if it's from my last, what I ate last or what, but it just seems like trying to move around a bunch. I'm not going to try to work out with that because that's just asking for something bad to happen. When you got something under a lot of pressure, you don't want to move it really hard. So I'm just walking around trying to loosen it up. It has something to do with gas. I'm not farting. So something's going to release and give at some point, and then I'm just going to start farting and probably shit a lot, and then it'll be fine. But for some reason, I'm just stopped up really hard right now. Walking is about the extent of all the exercise I want to do at this very moment. And I see, like, I can't push this in. See, like, that's like, I feel like I'm pushing in on a fucking balloon. Whereas if usually, you know, I can, all this goes in, like, this is just completely distended right now, which is weird. And which tells me there's some gas or something going on. And bros, I've eaten 10 to 15 plus thousand calories on a massive binge before a fast before. So it's not has nothing to do with that. Like, this was literally some kind of gastritis or something. All right, bros, it is Tuesday, 4 o'clock, and we are right at 70 hours fasted. So something weird happened. I don't know what. For some reason, this fast is just starting to clear up. I had some kind of like gnarly bloat going on that I've never really had before, fasting or not, where like my stomach was just distended and full of gas. So like, you know, most people, you have really hard fat or you have loose jiggly fat. You want the loose jiggly fat, that's better. And I'm thankful I've always had that. But you know how you have those, because see, like right here, I'm flexing my abs. See, and I can't push it in. That's how my stomach has been for like 3 fucking days. Just now getting to where I can push it in. And there's still pressure in there, but it's whatever it is, gastritis or whatever, it's healing. Obviously fasting has helped whatever's going on, because it's also, I would say, more irritation than pain, but all up in here and down in here, like pushing in. You know, like I don't know how to explain it, but even now, like that's really, there's a lot of pressure in there. And that's not normal. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like streaming or anything. I've just been fasting and kind of just sitting and watching TV. I don't know. Something wasn't right. I didn't feel like making videos. I didn't feel like talking. It's been, I don't know. Because whenever something's wrong, I really pay attention and it really affects me because I don't ever get sick. And so when something's not right, I really have a keen awareness of it, and I really just want to get it taken care of. And thankfully, fasting is about as good as it gets. And I chugged the last of my colloidal silver over the last couple of days. So if there's some kind of infection or something, that helped that. Because trying to figure out what it was, like gastritis, some kind of gastritis or something makes the most sense. For whatever reason, that big meal I had before my fast just fucked with something, or I don't know. But it's taken care of. Like, I was stopped up for a couple of days. I had to take some magnesium salts. I've never done that, which I crapped out, but didn't really relieve the gas. And then I started pounding a lot of potassium, because I felt like, you know how I felt like I needed to fart or crap, but I couldn't, if that makes sense. And some of that gas and pressure just finally started to release yesterday. But we're good. I'm about to weigh myself, and that bicep's looking pretty good. Shit. But yeah, we're right at 70 hours fasted. There's that tricep. And we've been fasting since Saturday at 6 p.m. And So yeah, wasn't exactly as planned, but you know, hey, shit happens. And so I'm gonna do a quick weigh-in just to see where I'm at.
Hello.
Hello, love.
It's ready.
Well, 451. We haven't been that low since fucking last summer. Shit, or last spring. But that's flirting with the lowest we've ever. The lowest we've ever been was 546. I mean 446. So hell yeah. I mean, bye-bye. So yeah, we're definitely fasting, feeling good, and I think I'm gonna do a walk here in a little bit. And it's been rainy and snowy outside and cold as shit, and I don't have my sweater. It got thrown away at work out of spite, but so hop on the treadmill. But if nothing else, tomorrow I'm definitely gonna do workout with some push-ups and stuff and walking. And like I said, the goal is to push this 100 hours, so that's what we're gonna do. That's another day and a half at least. So we ended this Thursday at 6 p.m. That'd be 120 hours. So we'll see. But that's probably, I think, the goal, that or Thursday morning, somewhere in there. Sometime between Thursday morning and Thursday at 6 p.m. is, I think, where we're going to push it. Or we may push it longer. I don't know. But we do got the bone broth cooking. And as if you know, that's where all this fasting has done a lot for up here. Because you got to smell this shit cooking. Fasting, which is helps build a lot of mental fortitude, let me tell you. It is not the easiest thing in the world to be 70 hours fasted without cooking. Oh shit. In any case, 451. 71 hours fasted, so I'll just do an update tomorrow and I'll just make this a vlog. Alright, bros, it's Wednesday, 3 o'clock, and we are right at 93 hours fasted. So, finally, the gut issue, I think, is pretty much completely gone. I can push in, there's no pain anymore. And, you know, I can do that, and poop, flex abs. You know, I've done that before on the channel. Flex abs. So, finally, whatever that gastritis or whatever was going on, taken care of. I mean, I don't think I'm shriveling up and losing muscle. I mean, actually, there's a little more wiggle, so there's actually, arms are looking fairly lean. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in the 440s right now. I'm gonna walk after this, probably live stream that. What I am gonna do, because I had 4 bags of bones, of chicken bones, from chicken legs and thighs mainly. And I could only fit 3 of them in there. They've been cooking for about 2 days now. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out some of those bones, I'm gonna add those. And then, so that way, that's just one more thing I'll have to move, so I might as well use them. But there's no room, I need to take out some of the bones that have been cooking for 2 days, so I need to do one every day. I should be losing right at a pound of fat a day. Maybe not quite. Well, especially the last couple of days, because I didn't do much. You know, I laid up to let myself heal. And I'm not worried about losing muscle and breaking down. I've proven that to myself. That doesn't happen. I honestly think more than anything, it's just moisture or fluid exiting your muscle. And then 1 or 2 workouts, it goes right back in. That's why even in a fasted state, you know, I break my fast, I'll put on a few pounds, and then I do 1 workout. I can eat no carbs, and I'll gain like 5 pounds, and it's just fluid going into the muscle. So that's my theory anyway. I ain't a fucking scientist. As y'all know, I'm just a mad scientist. Alright. So, as you can see, this is about where we've been cooking it at. Very slow simmer. I'm also going to crank it up like another notch to get a little more of a rolling simmer for the next couple days. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the richest bone broth I've ever made. I've never cooked it more than I think 3 days. I think 3 days is the longest I've ever cooked it before. Yeah, look at that tricep. I haven't even done a tricep focus like workout in like a month. It's still popping. Muscle loss, bros. I mean, unless you're juiced up, you ain't got shit to worry about as far as I'm concerned. And it's from my experience. Unless you're lean, I guess. I don't know that you'd want to fast for very long without exercising if you're lean. But when you're a big bastard like me, fat equity, baby. All right. And I'm going to tell you this. I've said it many times. This is probably the most unintended benefit of fasting is the mental fortitude. I'm smelling this. Like, I'm literally 93 hours fasted. I'm 400 and whatever pounds. I'm in the 440s now. Food addict my whole life. And at my job, I used to cook meals while I was fasted. So this right here, man, has done a lot for this. I know you're asking, well, why are you still 460? Well, we're working on it, you know. It's a fucking process, but I'm just telling you, this is doing something. Being able to smell this and not fucking touch it, there's not too many people that can do that. And that's also because of the way they think. Fasting is a lot easier than people think it is. You know, that's just... I have the benefit of I was actually starving as a kid many times, so I've already went without food. A lot of people have never been more than a fucking day without food. Like, literally their whole lives have never been more than like 16 hours without food. They may have skipped lunch or breakfast once, but it actually is crazy to think about. And then, you know, it's like having your engine constantly at like 2,000 RPMs. Eventually that engine blows out. You know, it needs to sit there and idle at like 800 RPMs every once in a while. The reason why I'm still the weight I was last spring at my lowest is because of my binges. And it's not my binges coming out of a fast. It's my binges weeks or whatever afterwards. I've never actually binged after a fast, believe it or not. Not once in all this 18 months I've done this. It's always weeks or like a month or whatever later I get bored. That's whatever happens, I binge. And then that's what fucks me. It's the fasting has always actually grounded me and centered me. This will be interesting. This is going to be my first walk. I'm going to walk, well, probably at least 3 miles, at least an hour, and then see, all these bones have been in here. They're starting to break down. This is going to be, without question, the richest bone broth I have ever made. I'm actually really excited for it. And you see how the bones are starting to break? That's usually when you know it's done. Right? Like this bone broth, for all intents and purposes, is done. And I also cut up an onion and threw some garlic in there. Because, I mean, I love those flavors. And I'm not worried about them. Actually, you know what? That's perfect. Because that brought the water level up just to... Well, this one's not broken yet. We'll throw that in there. Throw that one in there. Throw that one in there. That's good. No miss, no miss. No miss. Sweet. Put these in a bag so they don't stink up the house too soon. Trash can. I'm also going to do my electrolyte drink, which, I mean, it's nothing special. It's just apple cider vinegar, potassium, salt. I don't have actual magnesium, but I have magnesium capsules without rice flour or anything. It's just a capsule. Normally, I'd like to have like actual magnesium, but I don't. Oh, before I got this is what I used to do all the time. But I mean, obviously, I'm not going to take this fasting because it's got sucralose and erythritol. Or it doesn't have sucralose, it has erythritol. That's right, I got this because it didn't have sucralose. It's erythritol and stevia, so I'm not taking this fasting. But you need your electrolytes, very important. In fact, I think that's one of the most important things for a fast, unless, I guess, you're doing a dry fast, which at some point I'm going to do. I'm going to do I dry fast. But definitely use pure water. I wouldn't want to drink tap water when I'm fasting because there's, chlorine and bullshit in there. Healthy amount of apple cider vinegar. And then, of course, I take cayenne pepper. It says Himalayan salt, but it's cayenne pepper. This is literally the only caloric source I ingest, is the little tiny microscopic amount that comes from this. I haven't even had black coffee this whole time, which is the first time I've ever done a fast without black coffee. And again, I think part of it was something wasn't right with my gut, and so I just completely shut down to let my body heal. This was the last bit of my colloidal silver. I chugged that. Boom. Whatever's going on, I'm pretty sure there's some gastritis. That's everything I've looked up. That's what makes sense. So I don't measure it. Just a good amount of red pepper, just enough to get this circulating. I like to flare up my fucking arteries and shit, which is what red pepper does. Healthy amount of salt. I don't know how much that is. Maybe a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. That's probably like half a teaspoon. So, maybe a little more. Yeah, whatever that is. Healthy amount. Potassium chloride. A tenth of a teaspoon has 200 milligrams. I don't measure it. This is a 1 tablespoon thing. And I put a decent amount in there, probably about a teaspoon worth. So, or something like that. 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams, I would say, of potassium. I would take more, but anything more than that, and I just, it defeats the purpose because it flushes right through me. Magnesium malate. This is glycinate. These are capsules, but see, these are just vegetable capsule, cellulose, and magnesium stearate, which for me is important because this one is my other magnesium, and it has 10 different magnesiums in it. This is what I love. This is what I take when I'm actually, but it has rice flour. So I don't want to take that. I don't want to eat. I don't want to ingest flour because really I don't even want to take this because capsule is gelatin, which, is microscopic amounts of protein, but whatever. So 4 of these comes out to right at 300 milligrams of magnesium. Actual magnesium, 2,000 of the glycine. I don't know how. For some reason, the actual milligrams of magnesium is always lower than however much it is. I don't really understand why, but it is. All I know is 4 of these is 300 milligrams of actual magnesium. Also, nascent iodine. I don't know. I just put a few drops in there. And then fulvic acid. I honestly don't even know why. I just know that these have no caloric value, and I've just always added them to my fasting stuff. And I don't know. I've never gotten one cramp at all the long fasts I've ever done. I've never gotten a single cramp. And I have an easy time fasting, so just a quantum sense thing. I don't know, but iodine and fulvic acid, it works. Does something. All right, bottoms up. Whew. Here we go, final minute. I told you, I got you, AJ. Peter Pal, user, whatever. Thank y'all for all your donations. Oh, we did it. It sucked ball sacks, but we got it done. Oh, fuck. Oh. Whew. Oh, man. Whew. There we go. Nice.
90 minutes. 3.6 miles. Oh, holy shit. Whew. Come on, baby. Woo. We got one set in us, baby. One grunge set push-ups. Woo. Well, that wasn't very impressive at only 11, but I'll fucking take it. As gassed as I am. 96 hours fasted. Woo! 3 hour and a half walk. Oh, I'll take it. Oh shit. Woo! Oh fuck. Thank you, bros. Woo! Appreciate y'all. I know it's been a little frustrating. Whew. But the next 6 months and beyond is gonna be fun, I promise. So, whew. Like I said, I'm gonna do everything I've always said I would. It's just the timeline that was fucked. Oh, my head hurts. So now I'm gonna get some, I just felt like I ran gassers. All right, I'm gonna get some electrolytes. Salt, potassium, magnesium.
All right, bros, what's up? So I am officially 120 hours fasted. It's Thursday, 6 p.m. I've been fasting since Saturday, 6 p.m. I was going to do a workout today, but after yesterday with this, I'm just going to forgo it because that wrecked me. And I'm still sore. I've been having some heart palpitations a little bit. And so I'm just going to do the right thing. I'm just going to break my fast, recover, and then we'll have a hard workout tomorrow. So it's just, I pushed it. This is the longest I've ever pushed it. And yeah, I mean, that was a good set of push-ups. But just between the cardio, I probably would be fine. But I mean, I'm just doing the smart thing. And then, because again, I overcame some kind of sickness through all this. But gonna weigh in, gonna break the fast with the bone broth, and we'll see where that goes. But this was a good fast. I'm happy with it. I mean, you can tell, I haven't lost no muscle in my arms. Look at those triceps popping, man. Like, woo! I mean, I'm feeling a little lean. Look at those biceps, baby. Oh, I wanted to get a nice pump. I was gonna do some deadlifts and shit, but even look at that shoulder. Ooh! Look at that shoulder crease. Oh shit, I don't know if I've ever seen a shoulder crease like that before. Oh shit. Look at that arm, bro. Damn. Ooh. Look at that arm. Dude, that's crazy. That whole shoulder cap is popping out in my triceps. Ooh. Look at that. You can see the tricep. You can see that's crazy. I've never seen that, my actual shoulder popping out. And I'm not pumped or anything. And I'm fucking 120 hours fasted. You don't get more flatter than this, bro. You can see, oh, look at that. Oh, that's crazy. So, yeah, that was, let's see what my back looks like. I don't know, I got to figure that out. I still don't do that lat thing very well, but that's where I can kind of see my lats when I'm hanging. When I'm hanging, my lats, that was cool when I did the pull-ups and shit, man. My lats, I could see my actual lat structure. But anyways, let's break this fast, or let's weigh in, and then let's break this fast with some bone broth. That's all I'm gonna have today. Well, I'll probably, whatever I eat, I'll vlog also, so.
Hello.
Hello, love.
It's ready. 445.2 pounds.
Woo! There we go, baby. That's the new low. That's the new low. I'll have to double check, but I'm almost positive that's a new low.
And look at that. We looking lean. Yeah, baby. We ain't having a bounce back binge this time either. Look at that shit. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that look good, bro. Ooh, that's a preview. That's what that is. That's a preview to a fucking movie you haven't seen yet. Ooh. There it is, baby. There it is. Let's go. That feel good. Bam. Woo. Yeah. And it just sucks we were fucking rocked the first few days with that stomach thing. So the next extended fast we'll be walking each day of it. But you know, we'll wait a little while to do that. So but yeah. Fucking beautiful goodness. Whoa, I almost lost it. Oh Lord, I would have been so mad. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, you want to see a fucking triggered fat bro. You would about to see this fucking pot go through a wall. Okay, so we got this. We don't need a strainer with this one. We just pour it right through the lid. All right, there we go. That's good enough. Throw that back in there. This in here. Put this on the stove. What you saw earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away. Bottoms up. First thing I'm ingesting in 120 hours. Wow. It definitely needs a little salt, because I always undersalt it until I can taste it, but oh sweet Jesus. I'm telling you, doing a long fast is worth it, if nothing, just to experience what that's like eating after going a long time without eating. How good food tastes. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Throw a little salt in there. All right, now let me taste it. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to take out a few cups of this, and I'm going to add some collagen to it. Super collagen, peptides. Right on, it doesn't say peptide, it just says super collagen. And 2 scoops is 10 grams, so we're going to put 6 scoops in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's too bad I didn't know about it. I would have applied to that streamer university thing going on. I wasn't watching Twitch when all that was popping off, so I didn't know about it. All right, let's see how this tastes. Oh, you can't even tell the collagen's in there. Oh, that's so good. So, you don't even know, I'm telling you. You don't understand how good this is unless you've done it. It is very important when you're breaking a fast, you do not pound it. Literally just broth, or if you feel like you must eat something, just like chicken breast with almost no fat. But I will always break my fasts with protein and collagen and no fat, no carbs, unless I have no choice. In which case it would be some kind of meat or eggs. That's all I'm going to have today is broth, and I'll have some pollock later with nothing on it, just salt. Salt, little lemon juice, no fat or anything.
In fact, I might even put it in here and have it like a stew. I don't know. I don't know how that would taste. My mouth's creating so much saliva and mucus. It's like in hyperdrive because it's been deactive for a while. Oh, that's so good. I can feel it going all the way down. All right, bros, it's like 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and I did something a little different. Instead of making fish, I just threw 3 chicken breasts in there, cook them. So I'm just gonna have those 3 chicken breasts and some more broth, and that's it. And then so that's how I'm breaking my fast, which is that one bone broth that y'all saw me have, and then 3 chicken breasts with some more bone broth, and that's it. There you go. Nothing fancy. I didn't even want to cook them in any oil or anything, so I just boiled them. So, yeah. I didn't even cut them up. They were frozen. I just threw them in there frozen. Fucking A, dude. Honestly, yeah, it's like I didn't go crazy or anything after the bone broth. Like, I didn't get raving. I didn't crave anything. I mean, I'm eating this more than anything just because I want to eat some more protein. And I think with the rest of that, what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to take the leftover pork roast. I think I showed that. Anyways, I'll show that in the next video. But that'll be like my meal tomorrow. It's just a bunch of pork roast. The rest of that broth, it'll be amazing. But that's it for the 120-hour fast. So thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.